Hello, welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course, week 16, lesson. Today we shall be concentrating upon Varga Sathapatya. Varga Sathapatya is the basic Sathapatya square as hypercube 6 to hypercube 4 to hypercube 2 and this has a spatial order means 2 space as dimension is one of the roles of 2 space. However, 2 space has distinct roles in the context of say 2 cross 2 format. It will have 2 roles, but when it is in reference to a 3 space, then it has roles. The context of 3 space and in reference to 4 cross 4, its roles then become further extended, and it is this extended format which will take us to say these sequential reach. Of this sequential reach, even a step extent in the transcendental grid of 5 cross 5, the roles of 2 space get further significant as these are taking us deeper and deeper, say even from domain to dimension of dimension, and even a step ahead to dimension of dimension. And it is in this context that it will be highly significant to reach at the roles of 2 space. The another glimpse to be seen is that point in a static state when it transits into dynamic state, it makes a and it avails a format of a line as a moving point, and then the line in a static state when transits into a dynamic state, it avails the format of a plane as a dynamic line. It is this feature of a reach when we are having a line as a format for a moving point. So there are infinite number of points which are availing and constituting and manifesting a line format, and further infinite lines are availing and manifesting a surface, two-space format. So it is infinite points to infinite lines, and it is this way that the sequence is having its conclusion reach. It is this Kram Samapti which is a very, very significant technique and a very, very significant feature of Vedic mathematics of having a logic conclusion. It is in a way a approach of a plane within a plane. So here the pair of axes as single axis or as pair of axes in both cases. Here the points are two space points, and here the lines as well are of two space lines. Therefore, the two space content is permitting approach as structured point of two space and as structured lines of two space content. It is this structured feature of a point of two space and of a line of a two space. These are the features which are the second aspect of the Varga Sathapatya. This is the first aspect, and here is the second aspect. In this background, now let us see that how the structural of Sakal Rigved Samhita requirement is fulfilled. Sakal Rigved Samhita. This Samhita is 2024 Vargas. So we are having this much number of, say, squares. How to structure out? So we have a one square. Its structures are, say, 4 points, 4 lines, and one surface. There are 9 structural components. However, when the second square is synthesized with the first square, here the contribution will remain only of 6 structural components. Then the third will also have a contribution of 6, but the fourth will have only structural of 4. So in all, there will be 25 structural components. So when square is taken as a synthetic setup of quadruple quarter squares, so one square has a 9 and 4 by 9 is 36. However, the synthetic setups is only of 25. Therefore, it is the 11 structural components which has gone dormant state. These 25 as manifested and 11 as dormant. These dormant 11 is equal to G5/11. So in a way, 5 space has gone dormant here. We know that 4 space is having 5 space as a transcendental origin. So the origin is going dormant. It is dormant state of an origin has 11 structural components, and it is the Asht formulation 8 which has TC value 11. And also we know there are 11 Rudras. These are the 11 versions of a 5 space. These features in this as such be taken as the third aspect of the Varga Sathapatya. Now let us reach at the next fourth state. Now a cube is having a spatial boundary a raised to power 3 is to 6b square. So there are 6 surface plates constituting, and each surface plate is having 5 versions. G2 is 5. So 6 cross 5, this will make 30 as the structural components, and it is equal to H8. So 8 space 30 structural components for each of the cube are available. The fifth aspect is that hypercube 4 is having boundary of 8 cubes, 8 solid boundary components, and the dimensional frame is synthetic setup of 4. So here is 8 multiplied by 30 plus 4 is equal to 244. Is that this much number of components are available. This much number of planes features are available. Now see, if we are reaching 5 space, then it is having a creative boundary of 10 components, and each is having solid boundary of 8 components, and it is having as 6 surface plates. 6 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 10 makes 240 plus 240. This much a number of structural plates could be there, but when we know each is having 5 versions, so it gives us this much a number of components. But we require at a next space 6 space, and there is going to be as many as 12, and so we can proceed ahead. This way, very large number of planes are available to us, larger than the requirement of circle. So circle surveys requires 2024 planes only. This much number of Vargas are required. But the 3 space supplies us 6 surfaces, and each surface with 5 components gives us 30. 4 space is having 8 times this, it is 240, and 5 space is having 10 times this, we are having 2400. Requirement is only of 2024. It is 376 additional. Now, these additional squares available with us will help us synthesize the dimensional frames, boundary folds, domains, as well as the origins. Let us proceed with a interval on Sthapatya miring rod. There will be a reach and on a line we will have a raised to power 1 is to 2b raised to power 0 along plane a square is to 4b raised to power 1 along a cube we will have a3 is to 6b square along 4 space it is a4 is to 8b cube 5 space a raised to power 5 is to 10 b raised to power 4 6 space gives us a raised to power 6 is to 12 b raised to power 5. Here the coordinates are 2 is to 1, here 4 into 2, 6 into 3, it is 8 into 4, here is 5 into 10, and here is 6 into 12. This 2, 8, 18, 32, 50, and 72. 2, 10, 28, 60, 110, and it is going to be 182. This requirement 180 and 2 when is taken on a spatial it gives 4, 6 and 3. Now see this much number of planes and the boundary 6 into 2 for a 6 space is 376. So these 376 components which are extra available will be making for us this format. As such, the components, spatial components available up till 10 mandals or 2024 plus 376, and these 376 take us for having establishment for a transcendental domain within a spatial surface organization of 6-space domain. Let us sit comfortably and let us comprehend this. It is this Sthapatya which is at work, which is being availed. It is this Sthapatya which is being availed. So, Varga Sathapatya being availed by Sakala Rigved Samhita is to be comprehended well and with its comprehension